Hi, this is the continuing series of my baby Christine. I've been going through all the Mercedes Benz tapes looking for something like this. Does anybody out there know how to replace the fan belts on a 1975 240D diesel? I've been looking and looking and looking. I'm not having any luck, folks. And my car is down right now because it's just the belts wore out, they snapped. I've got the tools to do the job, but for my particular year and model of car, it's really hard to find anything out there because they switched the models. And I have a W115, I guess that's what you would call it. It's a 240D diesel. It's a little different. All the Mercedes are completely different. You can't take the 300D and the 240D. They're two different models. I'm trying to find a videotape out there on the 240D, the original 240D 1975 diesel, and I would like to find a video out there on how to replace the fan belts. I've been looking and looking and looking, and look, that's my situation right now. My car is down, but I am performing maintenance on it, so it's kind of a good thing because I have it up on jacks right now. And what I'm trying to do basically is, besides replacing the other components, replace the belts because that's where all of my problems started with this battery issue and the alt. And I would like to get another tape video on how to replace my alternator. The way they designed these cars back then, I mean, the way they put up the parts in there, it's like, man, it's like having a new car nowadays and trying to figure out how do you do it. Well, if somebody can help me out here and leave a message on my YouTube tape I'm going to put up here tonight, I really would appreciate it because, I really don't feel like taking this to a mechanic. I've got the tools, I got to know how to get the job done. I even got the belts, but there's a procedure within that 240D and that cramped space on how to change out those belts. And I also would like to see something on my vehicle, not all the other Mercedes Benz vehicles. The 240D 1975 model, that's what I'm looking at. They make so many different models and years and all that other garbage, but it would be nice to get up there and say, hey, I've got my phone here, troubleshoot how to fix the 240D 1975 diesel. And my model, I do believe it's the W115. I have yet to see anything on how to replace the fan belts. And I've seen it from all the other vehicles. So if there's anybody out there that has done what I'm trying to figure out here to change those belts out, because once I put the belts on the car with all the other things I've been doing, she'll run just fine. I know it. But, I want to also replace the starter, the alternator, and there should be some kind of tapes out there somewhere. But I'm really having a hard time trying to find those types of videos. But at the same token, I'm trying to restore this 1975, yes, 1975 240D back to its original condition. So it's a challenge, and I'm 60 years old. I order a lot of the parts off of the Mercedes I have. It takes time to get them, the glow plugs. Certain parts are not going to be all that easy to get. So if you ever buy an older vehicle, like a 200 or one, they can go back to, they got all sorts of them out there. But my model's kind of hard to get parts, it seems like it. And I know they're out there floating around. So if do me a favor on my page here, leave me your name and a number if you have already established a contact with a parts dealer, or somebody that can show me how to take the fan belts off a 240D 1975. The 1975 is a little older model. I see a lot of other videotapes on the 300D. Look, that's not doing me any good. I need to see a tape where it'll show me how I can actually put the belts on and how to go about doing it, for my particular vehicle. So these are the dilemmas you run into as a Mercedes owner, trying to get parts, trying to fix the car, trying to keep it alive, because they're old cars, but they're very good cars. And that's kind of where I'm at tonight. So my car is named Christine, and lately she's on the rag. Yeah, she's on the rag. She's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. And she's starting to piss me off. But it's not her fault. Hell, she's 46 years old. And not to mention, she got 80,000 miles on her engine. And when I did have her running, she was purring like a kid, but now she's having menopause attacks. So I hope I made you laugh if nothing else. But if you have if anybody could help me out here, because it's on right now, I'm doing maintenance on it, and I'm trying to figure out how to change out the belts in this damn car, and to pull the alternator off and get a new one on there, and we're going to move to the starter. We're going to replace that thing. We're going to do it a little bit at a time, because I work within the budget like most of you do, and this old jarhead. I'm a Marine, by the way. We learn to improvise, adapt, and overcome. So, if you don't know how to do that for your own self, then how are you going to survive when the apocalypse comes your way? I know how to survive. Do you? I know how to make a fire. Do you? I know how to camp out in the woods. Do you? I know how to get off the grid and live off the grid. Do you? I know it sounds crazy, but these Mercedes Benz cars were made to live off the grid, because the Mercedes Benz does not rely on electronics like these newer model cars do. The Mercedes Benz cars are tanks. Yes. I operated a vehicle called the AAV, and a lot of you people don't even know what an AAV is. The AAV is the 28-ton track vehicle that can go from ship to shore. I've been all over the planet with it, and she does run off a diesel. When I first did it, when I was younger, we had the Detroit diesel, and then we moved over to the 903 Cummins diesel. This thing will go through the ocean. It will go across land. I wish I had one of them. But I can't afford the fuel cost on something that weighs about 28 tons and it can move a lot of ground and go over just about any damn thing on this planet, hills, mountains, whatever. It was a fully tracked vehicle. Okay, so I've kind of downsized and went down to a Mercedes 240D. I hope you enjoy this. I don't want to get too long-winded, because I am long-winded, but I make some valid points. I've checked all the Mercedes sites out there, and I have yet to find one site out there where I could find some information on how to change my fan belts on a 1975, yes, 240D 1W115. If anybody out there can help me, and I really would appreciate it, and maybe share a video with me so I can figure out, because I don't want to take my car to a mechanic, because all they're going to do is rip me off, and I ain't playing that game. I've been around the planet. I'm 60 years old. I just want to get my baby back on terra firma again and get her back on the road again, because that's my baby. If you saw my car, I put her up here already. I've been having some issues with her the last couple of days. I'm starting to get mad at Miss. I used to call her Charlene, but now if you saw this old movie from a long time ago, it's called Christine, and the car had a mind of its own. Well, I think my car has a mind of its own, so we dumped Charlene's in the woods because she's been screwing up on me, and we're going to see what Christine's going to do to me. But I'm going to get Christine back on the road. Hell, I might even put a placard behind my 240D diesel as I'm cruising down the road. Besides those Marine Corps stickers on the back of my car, and they'll say, "This car is Christine." And if you never saw the movie Christine, you better wake up and check that movie out, because you'll probably laugh, because that car was like a demon. I guess mine's a demon too. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit of diesel mechanic knowledge from an old timer. Oh, like me, and something tried to bite me on my foot. Probably a damn bed bug. I think I just squashed his fucking ass. The motherfucker. Don't be biting on me. Well, anyway, I hope somebody could send me a video or something on how to replace the fan belts on a 1975 240D diesel, and that would be wonderful because I have yet to find anything on YouTube on how to do it. So if I got to go out there and do it, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Give me a pair of scissors and some clips, and I'll figure out a way to get those fan belts on that damn car. And I'm not going to let it kick my ass because I'm a Marine. Marines will figure out any way and every way to get a vehicle to work. And if it is not by factory specifications, well, we make our own specifications because that damn car is going to run again. And I don't like it sitting out there because I'm driving my F-250 pickup truck. It sucks too much gas down. My F-150 is sucking. I want my Mercedes back on the road. So can somebody help me? If you can't leave your remarks on the bottom of this YouTube page, my name is Raleigh Wingo, and the name of my little program is called I Love My Baby. I Love My Baby Christine. That's the name of my car. And she's been acting like Christine in the movie. And if you ain't never seen that movie, you got to check it out. It's pretty cool. It'll make you laugh. Okay, I'm going to shut my zip. I got to go get some pizza. I'm starving Marvin. So if you can help me, or somebody can help me get a video where I can see how to properly take the belts off my car, a 1975 240D, and it's an old timer. We're talking old. We're not talking the new stuff here. If you could do that for me and help me out here, I really would appreciate that. I'll give you a thumbs up. I hope somebody can help me here because I'm going to have to figure out a way to do it because otherwise she's going to sit out there and die out there. And I don't want my Mercedes dying in the garage because I could have got a tape and know how to fix it. And I can do it. I'm mechanically inclined. I spent 20 years of my life working around diesel engines. We're not talking the little rinky-dinky ones either. We're talking the super daddies, the 903 Cummins and the Detroit diesels. So if you could help me out, I really would appreciate it. My name's Raleigh Wingo, and watch my tapes on YouTube, and I think you're going to laugh at me, but I have some good information to send to everybody I'm speaking to out here because we've all been through a lot of this stuff, and I'm 60 years old. I've been through the planet. I've been down the road, and I just want somebody to put a real simple tape up there. I don't care where they're from. Just show me how to replace my fan belts off my 240D. Okay, I'm going to shut my hole. Have a good night. And TGIF, tomorrow's Friday, y'all. And I don't got no honey, but my honey's broke down right now, and I want to get her back on the road again. Because, when you get old like me, and you don't got nobody, best thing to do is get in the car and just go somewhere. Maybe you might get lucky and find somebody. That's me. All right. I said enough. I hope you enjoy it.